Mail has revealed that Buckingham Palace are making preparations for the Duke and Duchess of Sussex to attend King Charles's coronation. And despite Harry and Meghan's new roles as the royal family's biggest critics, they have no desire to leave the institution they find so offensive. The palace's official website has been updated and the Sussex's children have new titles. Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet, and a spokesperson for Harry and Meghan, said the decision to use the titles had been settled for some time in alignment with Buckingham Palace, and that was their birthright. Well, joining me now is royal expert and Harry's biographer, Angela Levin. Angela, thank you very much. So this is the new line tonight, then, that the palace are making preparations for Harry and Meghan to attend.
Yes, I don't think we should get too excited or too angry, however. I think it's just, if you've got a huge event and you've got, thousands of people coming, you can't wait from two people to actually stop what you're doing. So they've got to find a seat for them. They've got to find, which tiara Meghan will wear, and all those sorts of things. You can't actually just keep waiting. But I suspect that Meghan and Harry will keep them waiting to make sure that it's really quite difficult for them. And they will make demands. They will try and get on the balcony. They will try and sit right by the front in any row that's going. I just think they will make nuisances of themselves, because I now think they've won. I think they've won this next battle. But my hope is that they don't win the war.
What have they won?
Well, because it's said that King Charles didn't know that they were going to make the announcement yesterday, that they were going to give the children the prince and the princess names. And I think that that's right, because it came out of a glossy magazine that just talks about actresses and actors. Usually the announcement is made by the palace, and also we haven't heard any congratulations or anyone comment and say how pleased they are that this has happened. I think they've been in quite a shock, and that Harry and Meghan must be very, very pleased about that. But the question I would like to know is, what sort of mother who nearly committed suicide when she was within the royal family because she was she hated it so much while she was pregnant, then give her child an attachment to the royal family that will be a very heavy burden while they're young. I mean, they can decide if they want to have the titles. They've got the titles. The minute the Queen died, they were entitled to those titles. But they could decide when they were 18, 21, if they wanted to have anything to do with the British royal family, which goodness knows how much they would know about. Pretty much zero, I think. But for a mother to do that, who hated it, and for her husband to do that...
To the point of her supposedly being on the brink of suicide.
Yes.
That is a leap, isn't it, to then say, well, this is an institution that I would like my young children to be shackled to.
Yes, and Harry as well. Harry said, I want a family, not an institution. Right, he hated it as well. And we see in him now the result of him leaving and becoming a sort of non-entity, really, and being ill and depressed and anxiety, full of anxiety. And why would he want to attach his family back to his children, his beloved children, who he says he adores, in touch with the royal family? It's only just to make them something that help them tantalise the royal family, I think.
And the royal family will be making preparations as it currently stands anyway. These are the latest lines. This was the news that dropped tonight, whilst we were on air, actually, which is that the royal family are supposedly making preparations for Harry and Meghan to attend the coronation. Now, I think, as you've said there, some of that will be, well, they're not going to be kept waiting. It's a big day to plan, to say the least, and so they might as well crack on with it. You did say that you think Harry and Meghan are going to make demands. What kind of demands are they going to be, and what should the royal family say to them?
Well, I think Meghan will choose a tiara that she's really had her eyes on.
From a collection?
From a collection, yes. I mean, all the senior royals, women, will have a tiara. It's absolutely a huge day, and they're allowed to wear a tiara. So Meghan could make a lot of fuss about that, as she did before the wedding. That was a big argument there. The second thing is that they could try and make sure that they would go on the balcony and say, you know, we're not coming unless we go on the balcony.
Not tough.
Well, I don't think, you know, King Charles will want a great big fight with all the nerves that's building up to this great event. And then where they sit in Westminster Abbey, where they go afterwards, what they're involved with. I think there's, you know, they'll find loads of things. I'm just giving you three, but I'm quite sure, like Harry wants apologies for going back to the past, I think they will have a whole list of what they really want to do. And this is what Meghan will be very, very good at. She will know. She said she doesn't know much about the royal family, and she never did. But I think she'll have got all her books sorted out, that what she knows and what she wants and where they stay, of course. It might be Frogmore, but it might not be.
Well, the rumblings are that it might be at Buckingham Palace, which I think would be interesting. Maybe that's Charles's way of wanting to keep them close.
Well, they might be in Buckingham Palace, but a lot of it is a wreck because it's all being redone. It's going to take years and it's going to cost millions. So it might not be very comfortable for them, and certainly not for small children. They can't run around there.
Well, what do you think the chances are going to be of the ultimate metaphorical two fingers given by Harry and Meghan here, which is saying that they're going to come and then on the day itself not showing up?
No, I don't think they won't show up. I think they'll find an excuse that they've decided, after all, that they must give Archie his birthday on that day. A 4-year-old won't know which day his birthday's supposed to be on. It's very easy to change it. But I think if they don't get what they want, they could cause a front-page news again about them not, you know, deciding not to come. I mean, the number of front-page features they managed to bring to life is absolutely extraordinary.
Well, it is indeed. It is, and it'll be a frosty reception, one would imagine as well. I don't think
anyone will want to talk to them anything about the weather. You know, it's just too dangerous because you don't know if they're then going to sell it.
Well, this is the other thing, isn't it?
Yes.
Do you think that they should undergo extra heightened security checks to make sure that they're not wearing a wire or they're not doing anything
I think
like
that's
that?
very difficult for someone to do with the royal family. You're supposed to trust them, and they're...
Well.
But I mean, last time, I think it was the Queen's funeral. They had somebody, a guard, behind them who was looking over a lot of the time.
Good.
And I suppose he was watching that, and they might put him back again. But they can't be trusted. That's the trouble. If they showed they could be, things would be much easier, but they can't be from the basis of what they've done in the past.
Well,
and their whole aim is to crunch down the royal family. They might want a woke alternative out in America, but actually they really want to destroy it now because they think it's no good and it's old-fashioned. But they haven't got it in them to do that, I hope.
Angela, thank you very, very much.